Right, I haven't. This is my second attempt at a review for Harley Quinn for the Birds of Prey film. Birds of Prey and the emancipation, emancipate. I can't even say the fucking word that's in the title. Emancipation of one Harley Quinn. But since it been released and since I saw it yesterday, so since it's been released and when I saw it yesterday, it's been changed to Harley Quinn Birds of Prey or Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. Now, because supposedly if you change the title and put Harley Quinn smack bang in the centre, people will be like, oh, it's a Harley Quinn film. Let's go see it then. Because it's only made like 86 million on like an 85 to $100 million budget, so it's been. Yeah, critics love it because it's like 80% on Rotten Tomatoes and audiences as well. And you look at, after seeing the film, I'm just like, critics are off their fucking head, seriously. How could they because like, people who know me know, people who follow me on Twitter and stuff like that, I don't know, I think I've mentioned it a few times briefly on like my YouTube videos, know that I wasn't overly like, oh, I can't wait to see Birds of Prey. It looked alright. Ewan McGregor, tremendous actor. I love the fact he's back in the game, you know, Scotland represent. He's back in the game. Doctor Sleep, this, Fargo, Obi-Wan Kenobi, even though it's not until next year now. I hope he don't die. Or he dies. So he's back in the game. He thought, right, he's playing a DC villain, fantastic. He's playing Black Mask, oh, tremendous. Black Mask on the big screen. Roman Sionis. I can't ever say that guy's name. Roman Sionis. I can't ever say that guy's name. I can't. Every time I say it, he's just so used to saying Black Mask. Roman Sionis, playing him, tremendous. First trailer was alright. Second trailer was alright. Then they finally showed the mask, and you thought, right, finally Black Mask. It looked very comic book accurate. The suit, the gloves, everything looked good. Margot Robbie looked alright as Harley Quinn. I loved her as Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. I thought it was perfect. And then the lead up to Birds of Prey, I was like, it looks alright. It just looks a bit too silly to try to be girl power, even though they're villains. Well, she's a villain anyway. It was weird, wasn't it? It's like if Charlie's Angels were bad guys, it'd probably been a better film actually. Yeah. So watch the trailers and stuff like that. Then obviously you start to hear like, oh, so Black Mask is gay, or he's more trying to appeal more to the LGBT XY OEPQRST crowd and change him to. Now, don't get me wrong, 100%. There's not 100% confirmation after seeing the film that he is gay, but he's so campy and like ooh, and I'm trying not to be offensive here, right? But the thing is, so the fact that they've totally reworked that character, that dark, sinister, gangster-like character, to become more of a kind of, yeah, it's still quite dark and sinister, but it's like it goes from being like, let's rip their fucking faces off and just slice them and dice them and kill them, to then be like, oh, my diamond's here, and you're just like, it's like in my previous review there for Bad Boys 3, the balance between the seriousness and the comedy was so on point, whereas the balance between the seriousness and the comedy was very weird. It's kind of like, now I love Halloween 2018, right, and I done my review for it last year, or I done my review for it, sorry, 2 years ago nearly, or a year and a half ago, but the more you watch it, the more you look at some of the humour that Danny McBride obviously has introduced into the Halloween franchise. And sometimes the humour worked, and sometimes it didn't. So like, at the time when you're watching it and the wee black boy, his babysitter gets stabbed and he's like, oh shit, and runs away, and you find it funny because it's a kid being like, oh shit, and runs. But then the more you look at it, you're like, it didn't quite, it kind of took the seriousness of the fact that this babysitter's getting gutted by Michael Myers, and you're too busy looking at this wee boy being like, oh shit, and runs down the stairs. But supposedly from the test screen reviews, that's no spoilers at all, Halloween Kills is like Halloween 18 on acid. It's a tremendous film. It's one of the greatest, it's supposed to be the greatest sequels of all time. It's supposed to be the greatest Halloween film of all time. It works so well. I cannot wait to do a wee chat about Halloween Kills. So I've not spoken about the Halloween films at all, because I've just been waiting until like like, I don't know, because everything, I feel as though every time I go do a video about a cast possibility or someone getting joined, the next day another person would join, another person would join. So now that it's finished, I can then talk about it and just say, what's my hopes and dreams for the Halloween films, the franchise, or the Halloween franchise is going on. Anyway, so the mix of comedy and sinisterness wasn't so much executed in Birds of Prey. There was a lot of it was just too slapstick, too over the top, too... Like, Steve loved it. He said it was like, oh, brilliant. They looked like they had fun. Yeah, they looked like they had fun. The scene in the police station, in the prison scene was good. But when you look at it, you think... So one girl, Harley Quinn, just walked around just taking cops out with a shotgun full of beanbags, glitter, paint, I don't know what it was, and not one cop was just like, bang. It was funny, but then when you think of the logicness, you're walking into the middle of a police station and no cop was like, I better take my gun out. I don't want to use it. You're just like, oh, come on. And then the scene at the end as well, and the fairground, the circus funhouse, which kind of mirrored the Joker's funhouse and the Killing Jokes. You're like, alright, a wee nod there to the Killing Joke. Because also on the window it had ha 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 ha, like Jared Leto's ha 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 all over it. And you're like, alright, okay. Or it could have been a wee kind of reference to Heath Ledger's Joker. Not bad. But the film is all over the top. I mean, people slated Suicide Squad for its editing back and forward, just all over the place. The editing of this film is all over the place. I mean, one minute you're meeting a character, then Harley Quinn's like, let's pause the film, and cause she's obviously, you know, breaking the fourth wall like Deadpool. They try to be too Deadpool-y with this film. With her talking to the camera, pausing the film, and then saying like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And she cuts back quite a lot and says, oh, let's introduce this character, and you're just like, just introduce him in the first place. Cause that's kind of the good thing about Suicide Squad was, every time you met a new character, it introduced them to themselves. Whereas you'd be like half an hour into a character and you'd be like, oh shit, I forgot to introduce Huntress. And you're like, now to comic book fans we're like, I know who that is, but to non-comic book fans like Kirsty, she's just like, who the fuck's this all of a sudden? They're like, you know, fucking Terminator all of a sudden coming over. It was a bit all over the place. And Ewan McGregor couldn't even save the film. And Margot Robbie just looked like she was just trying so hard to differentiate herself from Suicide Squad to make a whole new Harley Quinn, her own new film. I don't think Harley Quinn, the character, is strong enough to have her own film. It's not Joker. Like, Joker can handle its own film, whereas Harley Quinn, it's hard to explain. Like, for some strange reason, the Harley Quinn character in Suicide Squad just rolled off the tongue. It just was so smooth and it felt so natural, whereas in this film she felt so pushed. And I feel as though because Margot Robbie is a producer, she's trying to push for Harley Quinn to be a more established character, to be more like the Joker, to be even better than the Joker, and also the fact that she's kind of trying to gain some redemption. Like, they talk about that through the film though, the fact that she was a cold-hearted serial killer when she was with Mr. J, or Puddin. But at the same time, you're like, how can they take her from only one film to be like a sadistic serial killer to then being like part of a wee team that, yeah, she's a good guy, she's a bad guy, we don't quite know, to then being like, I'm a good girl. I mean, like, the gist of the film is, she's no longer Puddin's Puddin. They break up, hey-ho, and she's now a free-for-all, basically, so every person who she's wronged is after her. Black Mask, everyone. But she gets taken in and she's like, oh, the diamond, because the diamond, it's got these numbers, I think it's like something like a code to like a safe with all this money that this wee Chinese pickpocket ate and swallowed Cassandra Cain. And Black Mask is like, I want that diamond. But then it turns out that Huntress, Helena Belanitis, I can't remember her last name, it's actually her diamond, or her dad's diamond, when they all get splattered by Black Mask. And part of the team was Black Mask's second in command, Victor Saze. So she's after him, She was also after the diamond because obviously it's her dad's diamond. It's got to do with her family's riches. Black Mask wants it. So she's a big kind of like, she's got the diamond, I want it back. He's got the diamond, I want it back. So obviously Harley Quinn thinks, like a criminal, and just like, listen, rather than take it skin in my face, Black Mask, Romy, she calls him Romy, oh fucking annoying. I'll go after the diamond. So she goes after the diamond, and then they also send, like, it's kind of like John Wick Parabellum actually, like everyone's after this diamond, but unknown to Harley Quinn, it's only her and her wee team of, well no, they're not even there, because she knows it's Cassandra Cain, so she goes to get her and she's like, I'll protect you, but I want the diamond, but it's just a big mumbo jumbo mess, to be honest. And this review's not even doing it justice, because I genuinely walked out, I mean, I honest to God fell asleep like 4, 5, 6 times. Because it just kind of dragged on and we're like, fucking hell, man. And I genuinely walked out and was like, I don't know how to review this. I can either review it in a second and just say it's a pile of shite, done deal, or I can kind of sort of explain why I didn't quite like it. But I feel as though I've done like 11 minutes of just, it was shit, it was shit. It was shit, it was shit, it was shit, it was shit. That's what I felt. And the fact that Margot Robbie got given the choice to either do Gotham City Sirens or Birds of Prey, which was only Birds of Prey the last 5 seconds, so it was really Harley Quinn the movie featuring Birds of Prey. And she actually chose to do that instead of that. So she was offered Gotham City Sirens, which was her, Catwoman and Poison Ivy, to then do a film with, now everyone knows who they are, to then do a film on Birds of Prey featuring Cassandra Cain, Black Canary and Huntress, who, unless you're a comic book fan, which I am, you haven't got a clue who they are. They're not mainstream people, they're not as mainstream as what they are. And obviously Black Canary has appeared in like Arrow, etc. But because there's a lot of older people who I was looking thinking, you'll have no idea who this is. Now don't get me wrong, my gran and papa went to see Joker, they had no idea it was Bruce Wayne, but they enjoyed it as just a normal psychological thriller. Birds of Prey, you couldn't really enjoy that as just a normal psychological, strange, colourful, campy film. You'd be like, I don't get the point of all this. I don't know, but what did you think? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Message me down below, comment, tweet me, tell me I'm an arsehole, how dare you say that, it's a great film, God's gift to man. But like yesterday, like I said, I went to see Bad Boys for Life in 1917 and Birds of Prey, and you know which film I absolutely adored. I'm just about to review 1917, and Birds of Prey was an absolute pile of shite. But yeah, I'm all for like representation, but it was just so fucking wrongly executed.